Join me as I dive deep into what to focus on during hard times, and I'll tackle some of my own personal struggles along the way. During hard times, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity and feel like we're stuck in a never-ending cycle of stress and anxiety. But what if I told you that there's a way to break free from that cycle and come out even stronger on the other side? It all starts with what we choose to focus on. When we're faced with difficult circumstances, our minds can easily get overwhelmed by worries about the future, regrets about the past, and feelings of being completely lost in the present. We might feel like we're drowning in a sea of stress and anxiety, with no clear direction on how to get out. We might start to question our own abilities, wonder if we're good enough, and feel like we're just barely holding on by a thread. We might even start to feel like we're all alone in our struggles, like nobody else understands what we're going through. And to make matters worse, we might start to turn on ourselves, beating ourselves up over every little mistake and perceived failure. We might try to put on a brave face, pretend like everything is okay, but deep down, we know we're struggling. We might try to distract ourselves with TV, social media, or other forms of escapism, but eventually, we have to face the music and deal with the underlying issues. We might even try to numb the pain with substances or other forms of avoidance, but ultimately, that just leads to more problems down the line. So what's the solution? How do we break free from this cycle of negativity and focus on the right things during hard times? Well, that's what we're going to explore today. One of the most important things we can do is prioritize self-care. When we're facing difficult circumstances, it's easy to neglect our own needs and focus solely on putting out the fires around us. But if we're not taking care of ourselves, we're going to burn out, and fast. So take time to exercise, meditate, journal, or do whatever helps you relax and recharge. Make time for the people who support and uplift you, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Another key strategy is to set clear goals for ourselves, both short-term and long-term. When we're in the midst of chaos, it's easy to lose sight of what we want to achieve, but having clear goals in mind can help us stay focused and motivated. Break down your big goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and celebrate your wins along the way. And remember, it's okay to adjust your goals as needed. Life is constantly changing, and our goals should too. We can also shift our mindset by focusing on what we can control, rather than getting bogged down in what we can't. When we're faced with uncertainty, it's natural to feel anxious about the unknown, but what if we could focus on the things that are within our power to change? What if we could let go of the need for control and instead, focus on the present moment? I personally know what it's like to be in a dark place and feel like there's no way out. I've faced my own share of struggles, from anxiety and depression to feeling lost and uncertain about my future. But one of the most powerful things I've learned is the importance of focusing on what I can control. When I'm faced with uncertainty, I remind myself that I can control how I react, I can control my attitude, and I can control my choices. And that's incredibly liberating. I remember one time in particular when I was going through a tough breakup, and I felt like my world was crumbling around me. I was stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts, feeling like I was never going to be happy again. But one day, I realized that I had a choice. I could continue to dwell on the past, or I could focus on building a better future for myself. It wasn't easy, but I started taking small steps towards healing, towards growth, and towards a brighter tomorrow. And slowly but surely, things started to fall into place. So what can you take away from this? During hard times, it's crucial to focus on what you can control, what you can learn from the experience, and how you can grow as a result. It's not always easy, but I promise you, it's worth it. To sum it up, when life gets tough, it's more important than ever to focus on the right things. Prioritize self-care, set clear goals, shift your mindset, and focus on what you can control. And remember, you're not alone in this, we're all in this together. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What do you focus on during hard times? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more uplifting content, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found this wisdom helpful, share this video with someone who needs it. Let's spread peace together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more lessons from the wisdom of Buddha.